Boudica, the Celtic Rose. This is an introductory video about Boudica aimed at newer players. At the same time, game veterans may find a different perspective on this epic commander as well. When you start the game with Britain, you get this commander first. She makes miracles when it comes to leveling up your farmers because she is strong against barbarians. But that's not all. You can get Boudica later in-game and exploit her skills, of which she has few. Thanks to her skills, she becomes a generalist commander able to lead any type of marches. But first things first. Who was Boudica? Boudica was a queen of the British Celtic Iceni tribe who led an uprising against the occupying forces of the Roman Empire in AD 60.
The Romans are coming for us. It all will become clear, I promise you.
However, one of the Roman governors won against her and therefore confirmed Roman control of the province. After that weird thing happened, Boudica then either killed herself to avoid capture or died of illness. This sounds like a tragic ending. General interest in these events was revived in the English Renaissance and then led to Boudica's fame in the Victorian era. She remains an important cultural symbol in the United Kingdom, where she is an epic commander in the Rise of Kingdoms. To make your Boudica as tough as she is, you need to understand how her skills work. Because even she is an epic commander, she can surprise you with how useful she is. When we come to her skills, we see quickly that her first ability is skill damage oriented. It shall be a hint which talents will amplify it even further. Lament of the Insurgent is a skill damage inflicting ability. It will require you 1000 rage to use it, but you will be surprised what it will do for you. This skill makes you a skill master and disabler at the same time. When you get this skill at maximum level, it will deal damage factor up to 600, which may be less than other epic commanders can do, but look at what comes next. Then she reduces the attack up to 25% to cripple your opponent's aggression for 2 seconds. It will prove useful when you are hunting whales or launching a counter rally to reduce the strength of your enemy and make life easier for those who defend against it. On top of that, you will reduce the rage and cause the opponent to lag behind in skill use frequency. Shortly, this skill is 3-in-1 to make stronger opponents become weaker. The second skill is what you will most likely use all the time. Depending on your activity, group battle will increase your strength against barbarians up to 25%. You will spend a lot of time hunting, where this skill will make your hunt easier. Not only them, but also forts and neutral units. Moreover, it will increase your experience by 20%. That's why it is a preferential choice. She can serve for the first or second barbarian march when you want to level up any of your commanders. The third skill is what makes Boudica to be Boudica. Celtic Blood. This skill depends on your first skill and acts passively. You can call this one the empowerment of Lament of the Insurgent skill. So after every skill, it will empower both your commanders as well as your troops. Boudica, as well as the second commander, wins from it because you get to restore up to 50 rage, which is 5% of what you need. This pushes you even further in skill use frequency. You not only reduce rage for the enemy with your first skill, but also restore rage for yourself. The second part of this skill is about helping your troops. Your situation is never hopeless as long as you have troops to fight on your side. This skill is about it because with it you will restore some of your injured troops to continue fighting on your side. It complements your first skill as well as your whole army. That's why having Celtic Blood is better than a blue one. Boudica's whole queendom comes with the fourth skill of her. When you explore abilities on your Boudica, you may get surprised that this skill, in particular, is heavily luck-based. It's both good and bad. Firstly, you can't calculate the outcome of your battles that easily. And secondly, even stronger opponents can unexpectedly lose a fight against her. Because if you get lucky with this skill, you can empower both your next attack or skill damage by a huge margin. Probability is just 2 to 5%. But if you are lucky, it's higher. And such randomness varies from extra 50 to 150% more damage on her next attack. We assume that you already maxed out this skill. It applies not for infantry, and not for cavalry, and not even for archers. It applies to all of them combined. That's why Boudica is a great leader for mixed armies. With this epic generalistic commander, you can lead any army you want. It's coming! A very important thing in this game is talent trees. Talents are an important part of the game to make your losing chances as low as possible. It's logical, so if you can't lose, you do other things. You must remember that Boudica is an epic commander which can sometimes or even often have troubles fighting against legendary commanders. So shortly, you can become 3 things. First is Barbarian Horror, where your talents represent your desire to deliver peace on the map. Peacekeeping talent tree was designed having in mind extra damage to barbarians, extra experience, extra goods and reduced actions points. All these things disappear if you fight something else than a barbarian or his friend. If, for instance, you fight a civilization, most of these talents become useless. Another specialization is around skills. There, your troops do not matter. What matters the most is your commanders. That's why you want to get another commander to do the damage alongside Boudica. Someone who does skill damage, because this talent tree is built around doing damage with abilities and rage regeneration. When you combine your commander around that, this talent tree can prove useful, for instance in open field battles or rallying the rally. Because this talent provides general flair for skill damage, you will be useful when leading her. Lastly, integration. This tree is as powerful as the leadership talent tree. It is perfect for everyone wanting to lead mixed troops armies. It can work both on open field battles as well as rallying something. Especially when you are in a win or lose situations, because some of the talents activate only when your army's health drops below 50%. It sounds paradoxical. The longer you fight, the stronger you become. Also, the top tier talent will help you keep hospital bills low. Good choice for mixed troops and those counting resources and caring about their economy. So this is it. I hope you liked this introductory video about Boudica as an epic commander. Learning things about her will make your gaming experience richer, because you will get the most of your commanders when you understand what they can do the best. Hope it helps, and now it's time for this.